Hey guys, today I want to talk about criticism. The criticism just basically, let me turn this around a little bit. Excuse me for my, if it looks a little crooked, that's because my tripod is broken. I'm trying to do the best I can. But anyway, I want to talk about criticism because criticism just means finding fault. So they always want to point out something about you. Oh, you know, your shoes and why you got them heels on your shoes and one of your heels is broken and you got a shoe strap missing, and I know what I got missing. I know what's going on with me. But they always got to find fault. I had a lady one time tell me, I was looking for some shoes that was comfortable because I had a job where I walked a lot. So I'm doing all this walking and stuff, and I found these shoes, and I already knew that they weren't the best looking shoes, but they was comfortable because my feet didn't hurt at all. The first thing she said to me was, "Where'd you get them ugly shoes?" You know, my whole issue is, why are you worried about what I got on? And why do you need to point out something about me that I'm doing or what I'm wearing that's ugly? Y'all need to pay attention to people like that. You need to gain some weight. You too fat. You too skinny. Your hair is this. I had somebody tell me one time, my hair I used to wear it long and it was permed and it came down on the side of my face and I'd throw it back and all that kind of stuff. And I had somebody tell me one time, you need to take your hair off your forehead. And to try to make me do that, what they did was they was like, oh, well, just be bold and take it off your forehead, and all the, see, narcissists, if you look good, or it don't need, sometimes you first of all, let me say this, you know what you look like, you know what you got on, you know what's wrong. If you got a hole in your shirt, you already know that. I got some t-shirts that got little holes in them, and I like them, and I like to wear them, and I don't need you to point that out to me, because I'm doing me. Now, if you want to give so-called constructive criticism, I'm like, I don't even understand that whole word, constructive criticism. You finding a positive way to find fault. You offering some positive suggestions, constructive, by finding fault. That's crazy. And I'm not accepting that. Because it's crazy. I'm not accepting that. It doesn't make no sense. And as far as I'm concerned, it was probably a narcissist that came up with finding constructive criticism. That's an excuse to try to criticize you and find fault in what you got on and what kind of glasses you wearing. And, some people like to wear them real big glasses. Some people like sunglasses. And some people like to wear them real thin. Okay, so I know what I got on, and I don't need you to tell me. I know how I look. I know how my apartment is. Don't come over here talking about giving me some improvements, constructive improvements by finding fault. I know I got stuff on my floor. Leave me alone. If you want to give your children constructive criticism, and I understand that, but you don't do it by finding fault. You're giving them feedback. Now I do believe in positive feedback, but my whole issue, even with that, if I don't ask for your opinion, and if I don't ask you for your feedback, then don't give me your feedback. Don't give me your opinion about what you think about me, because I don't care. And if I ask you to stop and you don't, that's a problem. And y'all need to look at this. But I want to show you this video that I found this morning. I know I look a little sleepy, y'all, but I like to do my videos in the morning. But check this out. Hopefully there won't be another ad.
Now, maybe the influence of all those around you is okay, but just ask yourself. It doesn't hurt to ask. Who am I around, and what are they doing to me? Now, here's the final question. Is that okay? Maybe the people you associate with and their collective influence is okay. But then again, maybe it's not. All I'm suggesting here is that you take a close and objective look. Everything is worth a second look, especially the power of influence.
You want to begin to get all the toxic people out of your life. See, ladies and gentlemen, it takes a lot of energy to reach your goal. It takes a lot of emotional, mental, and spiritual energy to reach your goal. So there are two kinds of relationships: nourishing relationships and toxic relationships. Nourishing relationships are the relationships that inspire you. They motivate you. They bring the best out of you. Toxic relationships are relationships with people that always criticize you. All they can do is find fault. All they can do is just exploit your weaknesses. All they can do is remind you of the mistakes that you've made in the past. These people are bad for your health. Toxic people can run your blood pressure up. One apple can spoil a whole barrel. One negative energy drainer can spoil your whole life. I know people whose lives have been ruined because somebody wasn't good for them.
So guys, yeah, y'all need to pay attention to people that's always criticizing you. I got to do another video on people that are always comparing you to this and comparing you to that. But pay attention to people that's always criticizing you. I have never been criticized and it felt good. My whole thing is I'm grown. I know what my apartment looks like. If my socks is on the floor in the middle of my living room, I don't need you to point that out to me and point that out to me in a way where I don't need you to point it out to me at all, because I know my socks is there. I don't feel like picking it up, and I'll get to it when I get to it. And I don't care what you think about it. But that fault finding, man, I was in a relationship with somebody, and it was super critical, to the point where my feelings was always hurt, and I got tired of it. And I went and asked somebody, I said, what do you do with a person that's criticizing you all the time? And this person said, well, it's good if it's constructive criticism. And back then I thought, well, maybe it was constructive, but even though my feelings was always hurt. But now that I look back on that, no. You're not going to find a positive way to try to find fault in me. That's just an excuse. And like I said, I'm grown. If you want to raise your children and help them be the best person that they can be by giving them some constructive feedback, I'm all for that. But constructive criticism, you're going to criticize your child and then try to make it look like it's good? No. And first of all, I don't even know why grown folks criticize grown folks. Like I said, I know what I got on. I know what I'm doing. I know what I look like. I don't need your opinion. I had somebody one time, they was criticizing my skin. I got to tell y'all the story about what happened to my skin. I'll do that in another video. But criticizing my skin. Well, and I didn't even ask for their feedback. I didn't ask for their opinion. Well, why don't you need to wear some makeup, and you need to do this, and why don't you put on some lipstick, and why don't you do okay, so I'm running around valuing their opinion, and I'm going to get makeup, and that's really not me and all that. I'm like, now that I look back, I really don't care what you think. I really don't. If I ask you for your opinion and I want some positive feedback, I'm going to ask somebody that I really trust, that's really going to give me some positive feedback to help me improve. But constructive criticism, helping somebody improve by finding fault, that's all a bunch of BS. That's a reason to find fault. Like I said, I ain't never felt good after somebody criticized me. But anyway, guys, I keep forgetting to tell y'all that I do have a YouTube channel. So y'all can check out my YouTube channel. It's Rosemary Valentine. And this profile is still the same on my Facebook page. But yeah, people that are always critical, they will drain your energy, hurt your feelings, drive you to drink if you let him. Make you call 20 people because you're feeling so hurt. Let it go, y'all. If you can't let it go, just pay attention to what's happening to you. Because sometimes in some situations, it's hard to let it go. But yeah, check out my YouTube channel. You guys already know you can subscribe and stuff. I'm growing my YouTube channel, so check it out. I've been trying to get around to telling my story, and I will at some point. I think I got 15 subscribers the last time I looked, and I'm trying to get 50 so I can do a mobile when I'm out, and about. I can go live or up. I can go live, but it won't let me do it because you have to have 50 for subscribers and all that kind of stuff. But just for y'all's information, I'm doing this because I done been through hell and back, and I'm not trying to get no likes, and because whoever shows up on my videos, it's for you. It's for you. And my life is good, and I got what I need. So I don't need no money from YouTube or nobody else. So, I'm going to end by saying, pay attention to those people that's always criticizing you. And criticizing you to the point where your feelings is hurt. I don't know, y'all. It's deep. But I wanted to talk to y'all about that. I'll talk to y'all later.